Hi Ophiuchus. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Pim Carrot 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their sun, moon, rising, or any placement in the zodiac sign of Ophiuchus. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread of love, money, and you. And then we'll get a major arcana card. And then we'll get a card from the End of the World as We Know It deck created by me that has the lunar moon phases and zodiac signs. Everything has been pre-shuffled. Let's go ahead and begin. I do hope everyone is doing well, staying well, feeling blessed. Let's get your first card for Ophiuchus. I should just go ahead. I should mention too, your love reading. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to find your cards. I'm going to go ahead and do, because this is the 3rd try for your reading. And you had some beautiful energy for the love. So I'm going to find those cards and then we'll speak on that and then we'll move forward from that. Death card is at the bottom here where I feel this is getting past karmic. And that might have been why your card readings were infiltrated. This actually came through in the collective reading that I did earlier today. Today being April 28th. April 28th, 2026. Today is a Tuesday. It's Mars Day. I do get that being, the energy of the masculine energy, that being connected to both Aries and Scorpio, but this being your energy also here too with the 13. So death to an old way of being and transforming and wanting better and moving forward into the light. And the Sun card was a part of the 3 of Pentacles energy that came through in the love for you for that first reading. And then when I went to move forward, like it almost was as if someone didn't like that energy. Even in the second reading for the love card, this came through in reverse. So the fact that this is here just confirms my collective reading, and then also how this energetically has come about with me doing this now for a 3rd try here for your reading. That also happened for the last reading that I tried to do. So you have the sun that's here. The sun is going to shine regardless of whether there wants to be some kind of infiltration, distractions, attempt to keep you away from what is meant for you, and this being about love. So stability and security will also be associated. The rose of healing, this white rose, is going to be significant. In the Fool card, that was a part of the sun. And then the 9 of Cups made that 3 of Pentacles. There was a white sun, and it's in this deck here, but there's a white sun in the Fool card. And that was speaking a particular message related to Scorpio, Cancer, and then even Taurus and Capricorn, which will be the polarities of this. So that could be significant there too, connected to the rose. But a lot of you, I feel this is going to be either you going through this transformative process. I do feel that this is going to be someone coming towards you, because we did have the full energy and the sun, and I got that being someone taking a leap of faith towards you rather than you leaping towards someone. This being about what you are rightfully deserved, is to have someone after doing the work that you've done to be in the state that you're in, to have someone of that like energy of you, the parts of you, that wholeness of you, to come forth and to really be in truth on the level that you're at, so that you can really truly enjoy a non-toxic connection. And so this white horse is also giving me the instance of what was a part of the sun, where in the sun card, the happiest card of the deck, there will be a childlike energy that's atop the horse here too. So that will speak to the rebirth energy for this death energy, connected to who I got as coming forth and taking a leap of faith towards you being wish fulfillment, but then also getting your wishes fulfilled. Sitting pretty. So Empress energy will be a part of that 9 of Cups, and you also being given recognition, being given what it is that you rightfully deserve. And that's been coming through a lot as a collective message too, for those who have made the choice to be on a integral path and always to do, the best that they can when it comes to what's doing right by themselves and doing right by others, regardless of the amount of outside triggers that want to come through due to people who want to project, who are still hurting, who have not healed, who are not seeing, and who do not understand. Like, that makes me think about somebody that walked by me earlier today and said, "I can't stop yawning." And then my internal thought was, because you're sleepy, you're unawakened. And that's okay, to each his own. But knowing how to deal with that accordingly. So I do get this, just seeing the sun energy here, that being strong in the power of the sun and the illumination, and not being able to not get around the truth. That's it. Very interesting. We have the light by Common that's going right now. And I won't speak on, it's going to be the same energy I've gotten before for this death card, where someone's getting past 3D programming, dying to egotistical ways, arrogance, believing that they have to be a certain way in order to receive what it is that they feel that others have wanted for them, rather than doing what's best for them. So maybe being in a relationship because of a child, and then a mother energy, having certain perspective just based off of when they have come up and what they've been programmed on, wanting to project that and relay that onto their child, or it could even be a mentor or an influence, wanting to place that same false perspective that they have, being on a completely different level. They may have even manipulated certain things too, and that being illumination, that sun coming through, shining on this all here. Again, 13 will also be Scorpio, so that could be significant. I also get with the 13 creating a 4, that being connected to Cancer strongly too. All right, so that was a lot. I'm still going to find these cards, and this is still going to be a pertinent message as far as the manipulation that wanted to take place with this read for you. I feel that's also God's way of saying no more of that shit, because blessings are here to be had for those who have been in the right and who also are meant to receive, and it no longer being allowed to be kept away by energies who don't do right, who have been deceptive, who choose to be on lower vibration and lower levels. So let me find these cards for you. And then underneath this was the moon reversed, and that's reveals. So that's illumination all in itself. You even have the sun energy that's here as the moon. Like, there's no getting around the truth. I also got the turnaround possibly being a title for you as well. So let's see, we have the Fool card, the Sun card. We see the Six of Swords moving away from troubled waters towards the truth and towards clarity. Clarity will be that illumination in the sun. Here we have more manipulation. This is in reverse next to a Queen of Wands, where I don't get this being an actual Queen of Wands. I get this being a reverse Queen of Wands who's manipulative. And then the truth being right here of this Queen, and the action that's been taken towards a High Priestess, which will be most of you here catching this reading, or you know a High Priestess and are in Hierophant status. And that will connect to what I got here, pertinent to this message and reveal of the truth. All right, and then here you see the Fool reversed here. So these are lies that I'm getting connected to a message related to what's being revealed. And not receiving what was rightfully yours. Until now, you are. You are now. Shit. Alright, let's see. Where are those cards? Sun. I meant to take that out. And then look at this. Alright, so the true message that came through for your first reading. And this really being about something that has ended karmic cycles successfully. I did get that also too with the new cycle being here. But this also being about going from that 0 to the 19, a cycle already being successfully completed. Someone wanting to keep something going that's already done. And then here you see the white sun, that being significant. But the next step after the sun card with this cycle being the judgment card, making a decision to take that leap of faith, and then ending karmic cycles and having a new beginning, leaping towards one's wish. And this was the format that I had here for you. Like, it's just not, the energy of the planets and the universe are not resonant towards bullshit anymore. That's it. And I've been saying that for a while. And a lot of people just have not been getting it and will continue to do the same thing over and over, only to bring even more karma of what it is that they're putting out towards themselves. That's just going to regenerate itself in the way that it needs to when that return comes back. It's depending on what you put out there. And I'll just leave it there. So then we'll go ahead and we'll leave this here with the 4 cards here where I got 3 of Pentacles energy here. I do get a 4 of Wands here. And this also being a part of the 4 energy that's here. 44 will be significant also too as a beautiful energy of mastery, a master number. And then that Cancerian energy with the white association also too, but also about security and stability coming through and being here for you with someone coming towards you after going through a transformation, seeing some truth, moving towards their truth and their wish fulfillment. I'll even do this here because I feel like this is kind of speaking to what it is that's happening here for this person. I'll do this here. We'll make room for the other 2 cards over here. For some reason, I'm getting to this energy being very stubborn. And the reason why I'm just getting like a prolonged situation. And because it's been so prolonged, I just like what I just said before with the karma and the return and the reiteration of things. If something was intentionally kept on purpose in order to try to keep something, it's only going to be whatever, that energy was put out increased. We'll put it that way, just to put it nicely. Let's get your money card for Ophiuchus. Money card for Ophiuchus. Money card for Ophiuchus. Money card for Ophiuchus. I'm not felt like the energy is everything too. If it's not resonating, it's got to go. Money card for Ophiuchus. I just said it's got to go. I feel this is going to be this energy of past karmics. And this distress energy. Let's see what's at the bottom. You have the 7 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. This is a contract. And I get this being the prolonged situation. Someone worried about what it is that they put out there is what I get also too. We'll leave this here. I'm going to take that Hierophant card and put that there also. Let's get your money card. for Ophiuchus. And I did get also for your first reading, love and money being connected, where part of the manipulation, I do get it being from that Queen of Wands reversed. Being like strategizing to have certain situations in someone else's life look similar to that to keep them from being seen for their truth. Money card for Ophiuchus. It may even be that someone that was a part of that prolonging process, if this person is taking a leap of faith towards you, they may be worried because of the actions that they took, where something took way too long to come in. As I say that, there is a notification that came through on my phone where someone else may now be stepping in where you had a contract with someone. And that person may be coming through, but you have possibly moved on and stepped into a new contract. Money card. Related to a connection that has to do with both love and money. And I do get that being about twin flames. And I stand on that too. Money card for Ophiuchus. And I wasn't feeling this and I wasn't going to take it, but this will speak to someone trying to block you. They can't block you. King of Wands energy. It could be even too that this being related, they're now being blocked for trying to block your money. I also got the energy of a title possibly earlier on today, before I even came to do this reading, that ain't nobody blocking shit. Money card for Ophiuchus. That might even, that might be the title. That's the first thing that came to me, so that might possibly be your title. Money card for Ophiuchus. Money card for Ophiuchus. Bing, bang, boom. Right on that illumination card and the happy energy. You're happy. And you're not blocked. That also came through for Virgo too. This will be the strong Cancerian energy. Also your energy with strong water being here, but then also Taurus with the 2. Pisces even. Being sanctified. Sanctified and blessed, a divine conduit. Excuse me, the crescent energy could be significant. You are the keeper of secrets. You hold the Torah. You've been given this rightfully, come into this world divinely to be here of significant purpose. And this does not apply for just anyone. Ain't nobody blocking shit. Because you're this. And you will always get what you rightfully need, what you rightfully deserve, and what's rightfully meant for you as the High Priestess. Nothing can keep that from you. Now, this could also be, we do have that Hierophant that wanted to come through with that prolonging energy here. I just get, as a part of a contract, again, you have moved on and moved forward and possibly have someone new coming through. After someone took a prolonged process here to actually get it and are now stepping up to the plate. But it may be too late. I'm going to just go ahead and leave this here. Gemini energy will also be the symbol that we see there with the 2. A moon goddess. Very beautiful feminine energy that's full of that purity energy. Is respectful energy. I get, deserves all the respect plus more beyond what it is that they get. Sitting pretty energy will also be a part of this. And the next card after the High Priestess is the Empress card. of beautiful divinity. And that's it. Balanced energy also too. Capricorn energy I see with the gray. The black, I do get that being related to Virgo. I've been getting the message about the blackout reading that I did for Virgo a while ago. And now possibly now being pertinent as far as the message that was related to that. I see yellow that's also related to the Gemini energy. I just feel you sit on this. You're a magician. You've mastered this. And that being about all the signs, all 13 signs. I even see 11 energy with Aquarius, and this being about your destiny and what's meant for you. But then being a superior visionary as a high priestess. Having the knowing. The moon aura just began. That's very cool that right when I'm looking at this, the moon aura notification just came up on my phone. But this being a part of the crown, the third eye, and the crown chakra energy as well. And then the blue being related to Aquarius and Pisces. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. So my son and his girlfriend are making something really delicious. And I'm going to eat some of it when it's finished. I'm so excited. Okay, let's see what is your U card for Ophiuchus. All right, getting some treats. Yum, yum. All right, Ophiuchus, U card. The pomegranates also wanted to be mentioned as well. That could be significant along with the veil. Ophiuchus, U card. Ophiuchus, U card. Ophiuchus, U card for Ophiuchus. Look where that landed. That's the twin flame card. So that just confirms my strong stance on being a twin flame, but then also being here as a conduit to represent twin flames and to stand in that energy despite the outside disbelief of it and what it truly represents as well. 1111 is also here, and it's a portal. The 11 energy is a part of the high priestess, so it could even be that that's speaking without speaking, also to delivering message. That's important. I did get telepathic energy with the mountains that are here in the full card in your first reading that I tried to do for you. And then also the sunflowers being representative of twin flames as well. So yeah, you have the 4 wands, and this will be union. This will be the strong Cancerian energy with the 4, and that relation and connection being significant to what's there with the death card, the death and the rebirth. The portal energy will be possibly significant also too. It's going to be very special to each twin flame union, because this is a card of union also here too. And then wands will be more of your energy, and then also Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. But this is the happiness. It's the stability, the security. I do get this as being like ancestors of some sort, or being greeted or welcomed in. The gray, I see that as a part of what I got here with the Capricorn energy, hard work paying off and receiving what's rightfully meant for you as your stability into your security. So this could be about a home also here too, that is along your path here because it's meant for you. It's designed to be given to you. It could also be a significant gift coming from possibly the person who's taking a leap of faith towards you, if you're the one that is sitting pretty and allowing yourselves to be given to, rather than you being the person that always gives, and that possibly being a part of a karmic lesson also too that has helped yourself and then also help the other part of you that is going through a transformative process and making their way towards you as you both energetically mesh and that union becomes more concrete. As I say concrete, that's also the color that I see here. And that just speaking to that great amount of security when it comes to this home. What's meant for you is blessings, what's before you, and then what's also a part of you as this entire balance in itself here. Being celebrated also here too is going to be significant as well. Then there could be a nice little gathering, a party, a celebration. Here we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So I get this being about what's here, no longer taking the steps towards something, ending something, and no longer collaborating on something, where this will now be the next step of moving forward towards what is meant to be. Where this gray energy, it could have been a part of some perpetration, where I get that being connected to that Queen of Wands that wanted to present themselves as upright, but it energetically being felt as a no. I get this being that no, and this being the yes. Going from the 3 to the 4. This energy altogether is 7 here too. But I don't get, for some reason, it wants to keep separate. It doesn't even want to be combined. And the amount of brightness that matches with this energy here will speak to the joy and the happiness of the sun. That's also yellow here too. So it could even be too with the gray that wanted to come through in the High Priestess card, where we do have black here too. Those two colors, that being about speaking the truth of what's here, and then that also relating to the energy that's also here too, and why this death is coming about, this transformative process all in itself, and the true energy of that gray being also here with the Hierophant, where this is a false representation with this reversal. All of your cards here are upright. And I did get that energy of that Queen of Wands not being an upright energy, but also being a reversal. So no longer working on a relationship or a connection for someone. Possibly this energy going through this transformative energy with matching energy here. Connected to a karmic. This will also be a reverse 3 of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing this message through, because this is an upright 3 of Pentacles of actually working together on one's happiness. The truth of this 4 of Wands union. And I got that energy of 4 also too here for you. And that will confirm this here too. The lie versus the truth. Let's do this here. And then I even get like an attachment, like someone has tried to attach themselves in order to try to be like the High Priestess, in order to appear that way. And that also possibly being why that Queen of Wands energy came through upright, but then the truth being seen of the message, or just some kind of communication or nasty energy I get being sent towards the High Priestess. Then that High Priestess actually coming through in the money section to speak volumes of the truth and more truth. Pentacles will be Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and then this will be more of your energy here. And we don't need to make sure that card is seen all the way through. I don't feel that's of importance. You do see 2 people here. I have been getting this energy for quite some time as a child energy. It could even be someone lied about a child and it not really being someone's kid. That's going to only pertain to a few people. And that turning out to not be true. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. No more competition, no more fighting, because the truth is revealed. And there's no longer being worked on, connected to karmics. Karmic cycle complete. I mean, it's right here with the death card that'll speak to that. The end of fighting, the end of competing. the end of this reversal low vibrational minor arcana 5, where we do have the major arcana 5 here with the Hierophant. And that's all, folks. Let's get your next card. Get your major arcana for Ophiuchus. Jeez. Look at that High Priestess card. And where it actually belongs. And I see, she looks like she's flying. Flying back to herself. Like a lot of you, this will be what I said earlier about you both going through very similar processes and having transformed. And then I get the masculine energy following suit, divine masculine. Look how pretty that is. I also feel that this formation is speaking to the High Priestess not being able to be stabbed in their back because of the divinity and their connection as a conduit. I even get the energy of that crescent energy being also here too, and that's speaking to how it is that the High Priestess is a High Priestess and that's it. But then we also have the 1111 energy that's right here with the 4 wands in the Union card. It energetically landed right there because that's where it belongs. Flying high above this. Energetically, this wanted to be placed beneath that. Notice how this all played out and how beautiful that is. I'm going to leave this here because we'll check out the bottom. This is all-knowing, psychic, intuitive, beautiful, magnetizing, gracious, compassionate, loving, gifted, divine, a conduit, and a twin flame. And this will be recognition also here too. Recognition does not necessarily have to be someone actually telling you. And I feel that's a part of false perspective also too, and why that tower might be here. We're going to see what the remaining cards are behind that tower. Towers are about false foundations coming down. And I get that being, you know, why this all landed. And notice this landed with what I mentioned as this being one person possibly taking that leap of faith with there being some illumination and going towards their happiness connected to the sun, which will be here in the death card. Dying to an old way of being, going towards their happiness, the truth, the purity, the representation, the horse energy, the matching energies. That'll be twin flames who mirror each other. The Tower is a card of Scorpio. It's also energy of 16. It's right before the Star card, which is a card of destiny. The 11 energy of Aquarius will attest to that. And it's doubled over here with 2 High Priestess cards. The strength and the power from within you if you are the High Priestess, divine feminine energy. And so I did mention that 7 energy and how that did not want to be combined here with these 2 cards. You have it right here as a whole energy, speaking to the wholeness that comes from this past energy of a divine masculine, possibly who chose a reverse Queen of Wands. And that 7 being here with the prolonged energy. So the matching energies, I feel that someone is seeing the truth with the correlations of the colors, the numbers, the synchronicities are all like someone's awakening. There's an awakening. And that being a part of the transformative process here too. Someone's going through an awakening experience here. So something may have happened. Like I just get the home energy being connected to the story that came through here with this tower. And then 7 energy will also be Libra. So let's see what all, and notice we have 2 fools here. That's double leaps of faith. Could even be travel. Whatever's been withheld or prolonged, the doubling of these cards will speak to how much and how much of the fullness, the wish fulfillment, the destiny is that it's here for you. It's here. So as much that's been attempted to be held back from you or away from you, you're getting multiples of all of that, excess and overflow, as even greater blessing and reward. And this being the last card here too will just confirm this message here in the love section here for you, and someone taking a leap of faith towards you here. And it could be, definitely could be this energy here. We have counterpart energy. This is loyalty, also to commitment. Someone afraid of commitment possibly, and prolonging a process because of that, but going through certain situations where they may have thought it was easier and it actually being way harder. The Chariot. Death card again. Hierophant reversed. The Sun. So I get this being about, stagnancy, possibly dealing with someone who was attempting to try to win at all costs, then being illuminated. You see the Sun here, the Sun here. Being seen without even possibly realizing it. And then that's going to be a 7 here too. So I just get that being the false, with this being right next to the Tower, the false foundation, the falsity, the perpetration of someone pretending to be a high priestess. This will be Cancerian energy also here too, and not quite fitting the bill because it wasn't meant for them to be that. Someone seeing that. And then here we have the Death card again. So the message needing to be reiterated to bring in that amount of strength and power to really end something. I do get this being an end of a contract, but it also being about someone who is disloyal to a contract and that being illuminated. And you have the wheel here, the wheel moving forward with some illumination towards, here's the Twin Flame card, and that leap of faith being taken, a new cycle beginning. Connected to two counterparts, two twin flames. You have water and fire. And I get this representation being you as Ophiuchus energy with the water and fire, and how you represent both. I've channeled that from day one, and I stand on that too. That's been disputed, maybe not even believed, like I'm just making it up. I didn't say it, and it didn't come through for no reason. So I feel that's Spirit's way of also confirming the message that I get with the Ophiuchus being connected to the water and the fire. And then the Mars backing here that I do get being associated with the Emperor energy to the Empress, who's going to be this energy that we see here, which will also be the High Priestess. That's doubled over with superior powers showing and coming through. Magnetized, representing, standing in your truth, and being seen for that as a part of that twin flame connection and the union and stability and security. This is a card of 14, creates a 5, the true 5, connect. Being at the crown of this Mars energy, it's just like the Hierophant card here. 10s will be about endings and new beginnings. Capricorn energy will also be that representation with the gray. The polarity energy. I do feel this is also too about the Empress and Divine Feminine being seen as completely blessed and abundant next to this wheel. Followed, that precedes, I should say, the Sun energy here with these cards. And you have the Sun twice also here too. That's double Sun. You have double cards here. So that will speak to the prolonged energy of, something attempted and manipulated to be held back and withheld. But because of that, you're getting uber blessings here. And this will not be related to Uber. You're getting that excess of overflow. And that being why we have double cards almost for every single damn card you got. The twin energy. That's it. The doubles. The twins. It's the twins. And how you mirror each other also here too. That's beautiful. And then what I also see here with the 4 cards, that being the 4 wands again. But then the sun card being a card of 19, and then it going, like, I feel the energy here will speak to going through cycles, cycle after cycle after cycle, but then finally completing this successfully karmically and having a new beginning here, with the Fool being the last card. That's beautiful. This is supreme. Supreme. I don't even know where to put these cards because I don't want to cover up your main cards here. I'll put them right there. All right, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. That wanted to be separated for some reason. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Whoa. Oh my goodness, Ophiuchus. This is amazing. The Star card. Divine order. The new beginning, the new cycle, the wishes granted. This is the doubling of the 9 of Cups. And notice how that fan landed as a top. The wish fulfillment. You manifested successfully. You created. This was all you. What you've created as your wish. Wish granted and received. 2 of Cups. Here's the 2 vessels. Your energy with the Piscean energy and the Aquarius energy with the blue. But that blue, I feel that may speak also to the twin flames. And then here's that wisdom and knowledge at the third eye. And the knowing. Just, it goes right back to this with the blue. That's here in the High Priestess. The water, being surrounded by the water, the love that is from within you, but that you rightfully deserve. And then the Star card is also too about transmuting energy that's unwanted and turning it into magnificence and blessings. That strong Saturn energy that just goes back to the abundance of the wheel, but Saturn being the ruler of both Capricorn and Aquarius. That's amazing. This is amazing. And then here's the 3 damn pentacle energy that I got here for you, that I stood by, that wanted to be not seen because I wasn't going to put it in that second reading, but this is your 3rd reading and it's here. You can't get away from the truth. You can't get away from the sun. You can't get away from what's meant. And it's right here. Meant to be. And that was the title that I did not too long ago too, so you may want to check that reading out. But here's that 3 of Pentacles. That's beautiful. And then the star being here, that's going to be very similar to the sun that's here. It even looks the same with the colors, the blue being surrounded. The manifesting of this being connected with the Gemini energy and the yellow. But I feel this is also going to speak to the golden energy that belongs to you rightfully as your abundance. The 2 vessels are gold. I even see a sunflower here, and that also being representation with what we have here too. And the sun card. And this being up on pedestal energy also too, to be seen as well. 17, that comes together to create an 8. I do get that being connected to the world card of the reading that I just did, with the serpent energy that was a part of that as a formation of 8. Also good karmas. That serpent is related to you, because that will be your energy as an Ophiuchus energy of a great healer. Also the power and the innate energy from within you as an Ophiuchus energy very strongly. This is so beautiful, Ophiuchus. But then 8's also karma energy connected to Saturn. It goes back to Saturn. What we put out there is what we get back. And an 8th house energy could be significant for you too. It'll be unique to every individual because you will have different placements. Some of you may not have any placements in your 8th house, but it'll still be a certain energy for you. This is beautiful. Your destiny and what's meant for you coming through. To being seen for your truth. That's also what I get here too. Wonderful. Let's get your final card. For Ophiuchus. Ooh, and the sun just starts shining. That's so pretty. It's setting, but the clouds moved away from the sun enough to where it's now shining. So pretty. That is so pretty. So as it's setting, like as much as the clouds wanted to keep the sun from shining, as the sun sets, it doesn't have to rise to be seen. And where's that? That's making me think of this death card. Oh my goodness. How magical is your reading, Ophiuchus? This is so dope. That's dope. All right. Let's get your final card for Ophiuchus. That's pretty. It looks just like this. That's pretty. Ophiuchus. Because it's sunset time. I'm not feeling that either. Ophiuchus. Last quarter moon. All right, all right, all right. So that's going to be, we have a full moon coming up on Friday. I believe that will be May 1st, possibly. Yeah. And then at the phase after that will be disseminating. And then last quarter is after disseminating. So you have that here. So that could be relevant to the message that's here. I do feel it's going to be about energy also too, but the Aquarius energy of the shifting and the visionary. I think the amount of double cards that we have here to speak to the twin flame energy, but also the power of the universe to really bring something forward and towards you that's meant for you, being very significant. Because you're special and it's you deserve it. So the keywords for last quarter will be purify, assimilate, meditate, rest, reap, recuperate, honor, reflect, and evolve. Also known as sitting pretty. So being powerful in that energy, I feel this is embracing the moon phases accordingly, being very divinely connected, high priestess energy, to the universe, and allowing the universal flow to take its course. And it just working out for you beautifully here. Beautifully. Like I even feel like, given that these cards were here next to each other, I just see that as union with the Four of Wands. And you each being with one another, having each other's backs soulfully, where it may not have been so physically. And that being why the catalyst of transformation has come through. Let's see what's behind here. New moon. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm getting that energy of the transformative process taking place between the new moon that we just had and then the significant amount of change in the blessing and reward and the harvest being reaped, possibly around this last quarter energy that's coming up. So that's awesome. New moon energy is about instinct, the new beginning, 2 full cards, and a mention of the world card. Numerous times we'll speak to that, and then seed, the seeds planted. Keywords will be emerge, renew, generate, plan, establish, initiate, and awaken. All right, all right, all right. That was great. That was great. We'll just leave it there. I'm not going to look at the bottom because I feel these 2 cards wanted to present themselves. Almost like this here pertaining to divine feminine and divine masculine here. And we'll leave these right over here. Okay. So, Ophiuchus, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.